What up, y'all? Week 13 predictions. Happy Thanksgiving. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications, and also make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. If you're having, Thanksgiving and all that good stuff, enjoy your holiday. Make sure you drink responsibly and have a good time. Have a good time. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, and there you go. There you go. All right, let's get into this one. Week 13 predictions. Tomorrow's going to be kind of crazy. We got a lot of good matchups. You got Green Bay, you got Detroit, you got Kansas City, you got Dallas, you got the Bengals and the Ravens. Starting off in the first game, you got Green Bay versus Detroit. The spread is by 3, over-unders 47.5. Green Bay's banged up, right? You've got Jordan Love with a shoulder injury. You've got Jacobs with the knee, but he still may play. Detroit, just kind of been in a slump the same kind of way that Green Bay has been. But I think more so they just have not had the right chemistry and they haven't been playing to their true potential. Now, the same thing goes obviously for the Green Bay, right? Green Bay's had the injury issues, Tucker Kraft being out. I think you've kind of shifted, everything going on with this Green Bay team and as far as their chemistry. And so that's created problems on their own. With that said, Detroit being at home, I do think that this will be a bounce back game for them. They need to get something going. They need to work on proper coaching. They need to work on a proper game plan. I think one of the big things that for me is Dan Campbell going for it all the time on fourth down. Sure, when it works, it works. But when it doesn't work, it's catastrophic, and it's been catastrophic. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to take Detroit by that 3 points at home. All right, so after that, you're going to have the Chiefs versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys are 3.5 underdogs. The over-under is 52.5, so Vegas is expecting a high-scoring game in this one. Dallas has been kind of surprising, right? They did have the win against the Eagles. They came back. They were down 21 points, which is absolutely insane. I think that says more as far as about Eagles defense than what it says about the Cowboys offense. I mean, you do have CeeDee Lamb, you got George Pickens, you got Williams, you have a decent offensive line. I think at this point, that game was a real proving factor for Dallas because now they're kind of in this weird situation where if they can win and if they do win out and then the Eagles kind of have a slump or some kind of situation like that, Dallas may still be in this thing. So, I wouldn't give up on them. But yeah, with this one, I do think that Dallas is going to have a strong fight on their hands with Kansas City, but I just don't think Kansas City has it anymore, right? And I'm not knocking the Super Bowl champions because they are, and I'm not knocking Patrick Mahomes because he's very talented, but I just think this year they're having their slump and they may not make the playoffs. So I'm going to ride with Dallas on that one. I'll take them by 7 at home. After that, it's going to be the Bengals and the Ravens. Now, as far as the Joe Burrow situation, I'm just not sure what to expect there. Even on the side of the Ravens, you got Lamar Jackson, who's coming back from the injury, and he hasn't been playing like himself. It's been really hit or miss for him. So, yeah, I mean, I think this one's kind of a toss-up as well. You've got a battle between both of these teams. We're normally used to seeing that. I think the benefit is you do have the Ravens at home, right? That's the benefiting factor. Ravens at home. They got a strong defense. They got a decent run game. Right? If Lamar can get going early, I think that, you can go ahead and beat these Bengals. You are favored by 7. I'm not mad at that. I think that's fair, taking them by 7 at home. Over under there is 52.5 as well, so we're expecting a high scoring game. We'll see. But I'm rolling with the Ravens on that one as well. Getting into your Black Friday matchup, Friday, November 28th. You got the Bears versus the Eagles. The Eagles, like I said, just coming off of a loss. This one is kind of interesting, right? I feel like these Bears, they've been doing some good things. Caleb Williams is looking like a star. And normally I'd be like, I don't think the Bears is going to win against the Eagles, right? It would have been just like that. Now it's kind of tricky, right? Can the defense stop the run? Can the defense get a couple sacks on Hurts, right? Can they keep this a close game? Can Chicago really, keep moving that ball, keep going on the run? This is where, things are really going to start to be a little interesting for the Eagles because if they get beat by the Bears, it goes into that conversation as far as for Dallas and the opportunity they have to kind of creep up on this thing. So with this one, I mean, you got Philly. They're at home. They're favored by 7. Over-under is 44.5. I think this is going to be a close one. I will give this one to the Bears, y'all. I know some Eagles fans is going to be mad at me, but it's all good. I just think the Bears going to take it. I'll take them by 3. It's going to be a close one, though. As far as after that, your Sunday matchups, you got the 49ers, you got the Browns. Shedeur Sanders, right? He won his first game. Didn't get the game ball, but all right. Listen, there's a lot that goes into this Shedeur Sanders situation. I am going to talk about that soon. I know y'all been like, where Jay at? What's going on with Jay? As you can see, I've been doing some things around here. Got a different little setup and all that. I've been working on some different stuff. The business is going, it's going. I got stuff going on there. So boy Jay just been busy amongst other stuff. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a toss-up here, right? I'm going to call it a toss-up. As much as I just want to say, the hype train is going to keep rolling for Shedeur, you got these 49ers. They got a decent defense, and that offense is strong. I mean, you can't deny what's going on over there. They're 4.5-point favorites. Can that Browns defense get some significant stops? Can Shedeur Sanders play, complimentary football, not make too many mistakes in his second game, or is he going to do too much? That's the question. So I think in this one, I got to go on the side where it's favored for San Francisco, purely because I just don't think he's going to have a good time with that defense. Could I be wrong? Of course I could be wrong. And we could be looking at Shedeur's second game where he gets a win and everybody's hyped up about it. I'd love to see it. I just don't think it's going to happen. Although I think Shedeur Sanders will still have a good performance. After that, you're going to have the Jags versus the Titans. Give me the Jags in this one. They're favored by 6.5 over there. I'll take them by a touchdown. As far as the Texans and the Colts, obviously Davis Mills getting a win against the Bills. So now you've got this Houston team. They're fired up. They're ready to prove themselves. CJ Stroud obviously being out didn't matter last week. So we'll see what happens when he comes back. But obviously, I think the big, question mark in this game is whether or not this defense can duplicate what they did against the Bills. Because if you can, well, the Colts are in trouble. I mean, yeah, I get it. You got Jonathan Taylor, and I get it. There's a lot going on there with Jones and this team and what they've been able to do. But yeah, this, could be a very close one as well. You've got the Colts favored at 4.5 at home. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I think you got a lot of star power over there with the Colts. They got some good things going on, even though they did lose last week. But I'm going to go ahead and give the Colts the benefit of the doubt on this one. But you got to get through that defense, and them boys ain't playing. Next after that is going to be the Saints versus Miami. I mean, it's the Saints. They've been doing a fire sale, right? You gave up Shaheed. You just gave up Cooks, who's gone to the Bills. Give me Miami in this one. I'll take them by 7. After that, it's going to be the Falcons versus the Jets. Give me the Falcons in this one by a field goal. Shout out to you, Jets fans. I know. I don't know what's going on. Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor. What do you expect? We'll see. After that is going to be the Cardinals versus the Buccaneers. Give me the Buccaneers in that one by 3.5. I'll take the Rams versus the Panthers. Rams favored by 10.5 points. I mean, it is what it is. Carolina, y'all been doing good, but them Rams, Matt Stafford, he been balling. Give me the Rams by that 10.5. I'm fine. Give me 2 touchdowns against the Panthers for the Rams. After that's going to be the Vikings versus Seattle. Give me Seattle. They're favored by 11.5. Over-under is 41.5 there. I'm fine with that. 2 touchdowns for Seattle. After that, it's going to be the Bills and the Steelers. Bills are favored by 3.5. I can't stress enough. I cannot stress enough to you guys as far as how important this game is. I cannot stress how important this game is for the Bills. for Josh Allen, for Brandon Cooks, for this offense, for Sean McDermott, for Joe Brady, for Babbage. I mean, this game in Week 13 is very significant from a morale point of view, from an easing of, hey, we're going into the playoffs. We know we've got that covered as a wild card. Let's just play solid football, right? Let's just get back to Bills football. Let's remain calm. Let's go out there, get the job done, and do what we need to do. Because if you lose this game against Aaron Rodgers, you are now starting to question what's really going on. And it's very easy to look at the offense and say, okay, the offense didn't do what they were supposed to do last week against a strong defense. But then on the flip side, you have a very weak defense this week going into what could be a decent offense against these Steelers. And so, yeah, you look at the pickups, you say, okay, they made a couple pickups this week, and obviously they weren't what you would have wanted, but, Josh Allen's going to have to make do. So now the questions is, hey, what do you expect? What do you expect from this Bills team? You at one point would call them a Super Bowl contender. Right now, you're hoping they can get past the first round. So that's why I said these kind of games in this moment this Sunday is going to be very significant for this Bills team. It's a must-win game. It's a must-win game to get back on track. With that said, give me the Bills by 7. Bills by 7. After that's going to be the Raiders and the Chargers. Chargers are favored by 8.5. The Raiders are a lost cause this year. Get rid of Geno Smith. It's over. It's absolutely over. Give me the Chargers there for 7. After that's going to be the Broncos versus the Commanders. Broncos are favored by 6. I mean, I like it. They're on the road. They've been doing some good things. Bo Nix, he's looking solid. He's looking great. That offense, that defense, things are clicking. Sean Payton's doing a hell of a job with the organization. The Commanders are in this weird spot right now. And to be honest, with the injuries and everything like that, Jayden Daniels, they're going to have to figure some things out for next year. I just don't think the Commanders got it. Are going to have anything figured out for this year. So with that said, give me the Broncos. Shout out to Broncos Nation. I'll take the Broncos there by a touchdown. And then, of course, Monday Night Football. You got the Giants in New England. I think this is going to be a very good game. Very good game. Obviously, New England's going to be in Foxborough, and the spread there is 7.5. Jackson Dart, you're missing Cam Scatterbo. A lot of people are saying that, well, maybe the Giants can give them a run for their money, and maybe the Giants can. No. Go ahead and give me these Patriots by 10. Patriots by 10. They're at home. Drake Makes, clicking. Stephon Diggs, Hunter Henry. This offense is working. The defense is doing very, very well as well. Yeah. So there it is. Week 13. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I absolutely crazy? Am I tripping? Let me know. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. Have a good holiday. Have a good Thanksgiving. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family. I miss you all. See you soon. Peace out.